Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Roadmap to CMU. I'm your host, Kwame, and today we want to talk about a very hot topic on campus, how to land your perfect job on campus. So I have with me here Samuel and Christine. They're going to talk about their journey from when they came to CMU, how they landed their first job, and how it's been going so far. So I'm happy to have them here. And Christine and Sammy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Christine?
So my name is Christine Lartey. I'm from Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently studying a master's in science administration with a concentration in projects management. So yes.
That's good. How about Sammy?
My name is Samuel Ofori Igbinore. I am from Nigeria. I have an undergraduate degree in environmental science. Currently, I'm doing my master's in science administration with a concentration in project management.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah, thank you. So, last week, I think 2 weeks ago, we had the first episode of Roadmap to CMU, and I had two guests. It was Daniel and Pushpa, and then we talked about how new students can, navigate their way around CMU. And I think, a lot of people, I got feedback from people saying, it did help them a lot. So today we want to talk about jobs on campus. I mean, this is a very hot topic, especially for international students, right?
Okay.
So first off, do you guys have any jobs on campus? Are you employed currently?
I currently have two jobs.
Okay.
I work with catering. That was my first job. And then my second job is with the Office of Sponsored Programs.
Okay, That's good. How about Samuel?
Yeah, I currently work with the OIT Center,
Okay.
and I work as a SOC analyst.
So the OIT would be
Office of Information Technology.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm a GA myself, and I work at the Center for Excellence in STEM Education. It's right on the first floor of the EHS building. And I work here too. I'm the host for Roadmap to CMU, and I'm also the editor. I do also do the editing. So first off, we want to talk about the types of jobs we can find on campus. So are we going to find, office jobs? What kind of jobs are available on campus? Do you have any idea about that?
Well, I mean, for starters or for international students, we have the graduate assistance job that is more of open to everyone. Anyone can apply. And then we have the work study, which is just for, non-international students.
Okay.
Better. So I think that's the first thing. So you're not just applying to any job. You need to know if what you're applying to, you are eligible for. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
How about Samuel?
Well, I totally agree with what she said. I feel like we also have some jobs that you could apply that are probably regular jobs on campus, that doesn't really need to be on your study focus, like the dining jobs, like jobs with the
CMU Life?
CMU Life,
Okay.
you understand? So I think we can also find some of these jobs
so
too.
we want to talk about, your personal journey, from the first time you got here, your first job. How did you land that job? I mean, a lot of people say it's very difficult getting jobs on campus, but there are some who, look at you, you have two jobs, right? There are people who don't have any jobs, right? So what are you doing right? What's that path you took to get that job?
Okay. So one thing I'd say is you have to be proactive.
Okay.
Nothing is going to come to you easy. So if you apply for a particular job, just make sure you're following up. You know, feel free to send them an email to find out, what the next steps are, what you need to do.
Okay.
If you need to make an appointment to see whoever is in charge, make sure you do that. But one tip is be proactive.
Okay.
Be proactive.
Samuel, what would you say about that?
Yeah, I also just want to add one or two things on her point. Like she said, being proactive.
Okay.
Like for me, when I came, before I came into the US, I already started applying to jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think that's furthermore buttress the point on proactiveness. So I applied to the Dine and Connect. I applied, even currently to the OIT Center. I applied previously, but I didn't get the job. I applied to the SAC before I came into the US. So I think that's one thing students should put in mind, before you come into the US, start applying for
jobs. What's that proverb? The early bird
catches the worm.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Okay, right, okay. So there's groundswork, right? You can work at the library. You can work at CMU Life. I mean, yeah, I work here, so I can, speak to that, right? So you can go onto the CMU Life website. You look at what you think you might be good at. There's editorial positions, hosting podcasts, reporting, and all of that, right? So you go onto the website. You fill out this, form. You put what you're good at, what you're not good at. If you have anything you've worked on, any projects, anything, you can just bring them, come to the office, and then submit them. You'll be called for an interview, and then if you're if you fit the job, of course, you get the job. So we want to move on to we want to talk about benefits of working on campus. What would you say it's maybe one benefit or a very huge benefit, about working on campus?
Yeah, I think one thing is it's flexible, know. So for me, my supervisors are always willing to work around my schedule. They're like, just let me know what it is. So the flexibility is amazing.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I feel as an international student, working on campus gives you the necessary network you need.
Okay.
It's important that you're not just here to school. You're also here to learn in every other aspect. Like they say, the school is not just for academic activities. It's an all-rounder. It teaches you in every form. Both in character development and work ethics. So yeah.
So far, I mean, you've been in this. How long have you been in working?
It's been a year.
A year.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've been working here a year.
A year. Yeah. So talking about networking and gaining experience and all of that, what kind of experience can you share with that you think you got from working on campus?
Well, so I did apply to be a peer mentor. At some point, with my department. And for me, I think out of that, I got a recommendation to work elsewhere.
Okay.
So aside networking and everything, you just have to be good at what you do because, you know what I mean? Right. So, that's one thing.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question again?
So, you work at OIT, right?
Yeah.
What experience do you think you have gained from that place?
Yeah. First off, when I came, I didn't start off working at the OIT.
Okay.
I worked at the CMU Dine and Connect.
Okay.
Back at home, I had a little bit of experience working as a chef.
Okay.
I was just doing it part-time while going to school. So I think that helped me when I put in my application with my resume at the Dine and Connect and I got the job. So I spent a couple of months there and I learned so much about the American food.
Okay.
I learned how to make pizza. I learned how to make mac and cheese.
Okay.
These were experiences that were new to me, even being a chef from back home. Then moving on to the OIT Center, I have experience as a back-end engineer.
Okay.
So I think that helped me in getting the SOC analyst job. So we have been working as the SOC analyst. I've gotten a lot of network, learning new things. And also being that my concentration is project management, I have been opportune to handle some interesting projects, that have also improved my experience and which is going to be very beneficial for me in my resume.
So let's talk about monetary benefits that comes with working on campus, right? I want people to look at it in this angle, right? From this angle. It's not a job to buy you a house, right? Actually, I think it's somewhere you can, it's somewhere to build on your skills, right? Yeah. On your qualities, right? Your agilities, right? So, do you think how much you get paid on campus is good enough for you? Does it help you in any way, or what would you say? What would you say to that?
It's decent.
Okay.
If I should put it,
decent.
It's decent.
I mean, it's. Oh yeah. Feel free. Yeah,
it's decent. It's just enough to get you by.
Okay.
Trust me, it's not all that. So it's decent.
But it's good, right?
Yeah.
At least, you can. You can afford a few things around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good, right?
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. I feel like you don't really, as a student, despite you might put the money in mind, but I think that should not be your main focus.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier on, the school is a place where you don't just come to learn how to excel in your academics, but also in your character development.
Okay.
You know, the reason why they have work on campus is that you get to understand how the outside setting is. It's like a pre-example that is going to push you out. So you get to learn about work ethics, you get to learn about the setting of an organization, you know, before you go outside to the real world. So these things are going to prepare your character. So it's more than actually what you're getting paid. So I feel that's how, as an international student, that is how you should be looking at working on campus, or whatever, be you an international student or a normal student.
I'd say if we look at how much you earn and how much value you get from working, you should pay CMU.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, people,
you know, like,
because if you look at it, right, there are a lot of people who are outside, you know, they're in the work field right now.
Yeah.
They can find jobs, right? And there are a lot of people who would, this opportunity on campus to work here would be their first time they get to experience the work culture, you know. True. So I feel like, you're being given a 1 in a million opportunity to learn something that you otherwise couldn't have.
It's a win-win.
So it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're still getting paid for that.
Exactly.
So I mean, overall, I think it works for everybody. Everybody goes home happy. Right? Yeah. So the last thing we want to talk about is, people have to, after they score these jobs, right? They land these jobs. They have to go for interviews, right? So what advice would you give to anybody who's got a job and then they have to prepare for an interview?
You need to speak to what is in your resume. You wrote your resume. You know your skills. You know your strengths. So those are the things you should be ready to speak about. Like, I whenever I'm facing an interview, I look at it as an opportunity to interact. No, it's not just about the HR getting to know you. It's about you also getting to know the HR. You know, so whenever you're on an interview front, speak very confidently. Speak to your resume. Speak about your resume. Speak about yourself. You know, so be bold. You know, express yourself freely in a good way. You know, I think these are just basic things.
Yeah. Okay. So what I would say is, an interview is not a court hearing. It's not a life sentencing thing, right? Okay. So just go in, be relaxed, right? And then before you go and try to, like you said, read something about what the position you're trying to, apply for, right? And then, try to look not in your best clothes, but try to be very presentable.
Just look smart.
Yeah, your say first impressions
matter.
They count, right? So try to put yourself look good. Try to present yourself well, and then show up for the interview. Be bold. Try to express yourself. Right? There are a lot of international students who might feel they have issues with the English language. So maybe they might not be able to express themselves as well as they should, right? But they should know that English is not their first language, right? So if you've been able to study English, I mean, what's all those years of studying English for, right? It's for you to be able to use it, right? So when you come into a setting like there's an interview, be bold, try to express yourself, talk to them.
Always like to say is, don't try to speak like an American.
Exactly.
Don't try to have the accents. The major essence of the English language is to be able to communicate. The accent does not matter.
Exactly.
So if you can communicate properly, you understand the use of the word, that is all that matters.
Just be yourself.
I agree.
That's one of the things. Be yourself, and then show up prepared.
Exactly.
Don't show up late.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't be late.
Get your CV in order. Get some rest before the interview, and then show up prepared. And then of course, you might get lucky. Right? Not necessarily lucky. You go hired because you're good at what you're applying for, right? So that's it. So overall, do you have any last words for people who are still looking for jobs on campus? There are some new students who just came in, right? A lot of them are looking for jobs. what would you tell them?
Well, I think my go-to is be proactive.
Okay.
Be resilient. Just keep trying what you're doing. Like, don't stop. If you don't get it, try somewhere else.
How about people who want to come see you for tips? Are they open to come? Okay. How about Sammy?
I strongly agree with what you said. Be proactive. Keep applying. Ask people. It's very important to ask people. Even though you apply, if you have friends who are classmates who have jobs, ask them about positions and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, folks. That's all we have for you today. It's been another episode of Roadmap to CMU, and I want to say a big thank you to Sammy and Christine. They've been able to share their experiences and their insights, on finding jobs on campus. And I want to say, I hope whatever you've heard on the show will get you confident enough to apply for that job you're looking for. And I wish everybody a very huge good luck. And I hope you get that job you're looking for. And until next time, I'll say bye for now.